his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Yo, this is why Clef, Refugee Cat, Cries Well, Little Bass sitting up here on the bass. While I'm on this road, I got my girl L. One time. Hey yo L, you know you got the lyrics.
I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with this song, killing me softly with this song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Take me to the bridge.
Strumming my pain with his fingers. Yes, he was singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Yo,
Strumming my
put your hands
pain.
together for L Book L from the refugee camp. You know how we do. Why Clef Cries Well. My man Little Bass. Jerry one time. This is how we
Outsiders up in here, we got
Refugee
Mulaney's
camp.
up in here, we
Yeah.
got Val up in here.
Everybody got a breaking point, kid, and they'll rat on you. The family niggas will rat on you. That's why we gotta be prepared to take whoever out we need to.
It could all simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. Tell me who I have to be to get so reciprocity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. Is this just a silly game that forces you to act this way? Forces you to scream my name, then pretend that you can't stay. Tell me who I have to be to get so reciprocity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. When I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. I keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? As painful as this thing has been, I just can't be with no one else. See, I know what we've got to do. You let go, and I'll let go too. 'Cause no one's hurt me more than you.
Tonight, the family of an Ocala woman shot and killed Friday night is asking for answers from police and an arrest in the case.
Attorney Ben Crump is representing the family of Ajike Owens, who investigators say was shot and killed after a dispute with a neighbor. We have team coverage on this story tonight. West 2's Haley Crumbleholm is live in Ocala after hearing from the family just minutes ago.
We start with West 2's Dave McDaniel, who's live at the sheriff's office. And Dave, the sheriff is asking for patience as they gather all the facts.
That's right, Stuart. The sheriff is saying that the victims in this case, some of the victims' children witnessed exactly what happened on Friday night, and he says their information is very important to this investigation, but he wants to make sure the process of getting that information is very delicate and methodical.
Her children ran to my house, banging on the door, asking for us to call the police that their mother was shot.
It was around 9 in the evening Friday, kids playing across from their home on 107th Lane in Marion County, and a neighbor reportedly had an issue with where they were.
She has called the cops just for them playing. She calls them names.
On Friday, whatever happened between the neighbor and the children, it led the children's mother, Ajike Owens, to the woman's door.
Whether it be banging on the doors, banging on the walls, and threats being made. And then at that moment is then when Ms. Owens was shot through the door.
The sheriff stressing his agency has more facts to gather. Also,
All right, what about now? Okay, now, all right, guys, it's an unfortunate situation. What happened to Miss AJ? Okay, I do not wish this on my worst enemy. Nobody should lose their life, but there's this thing called common damn sense. If your child is in a situation with an adult that could potentially put them in harm's way, and if that same adult is screaming at you, if you come on my property or you bang on my door or you do anything, whatever, I'm going to light you up, whatever. You need to use common sense and call the cops. That's what they're instituting. See, this is what's wrong with black folks now. We don't never want to call the cops. We want to solve things Oh, I'm gonna get to that too. We want to solve things ourselves. We want to go out here and, oh my God, I'll go show us something. I'll go show him something, bro. No, it don't work that way. You in a state where staying your ground law is very cut and dry. Now, unfortunately, this woman lost her life, but I guarantee you, this white lady got a shot of beating the case because she felt in danger for her life, and she was behind the door, and the woman was the aggressor beating the door. So that was probably going to fly on that. Now, she may get at the most manslaughter, but that just tells you something. You got to use common sense in these situations. You cannot let your emotions get the best of you. You got to be a calm thinking. Okay, now this was over. This supposed to be over an iPad. They said the woman crushed her child's iPad, allegedly. See that right there? You got, all you had to do is call the cops. Don't worry about it. We're going to call the cops and let them handle it. I'm not going over there. Due to the fact of the matter, I am ensuring your safety and mine. That's what you tell your children. You don't try to be a hard ass and say, come here, baby, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. That don't how it works. Oh, yeah, you know how that is, Roger. And even if she was racist, it doesn't matter at this point. What matters is she retreated to her space. You had your children in your safe possession. If you was afraid of what was going on, you should have called the cops. That's what they're hired to do. File a report. You do everything you're supposed to, and you get you a documentation, a file trail going. So that way, if the same mess happens again and this white lady becomes the aggressor, you're safe. You got paperwork. You got everything to prove on your side that this lady was a menace. But going over there and banging on doors like you the feds, yeah, you gonna get what you were looking for. Because you wasn't banging on that door being friendly. You were looking for a confrontation, and she gave it to you. She heated it up too. Like leftover soup.
Elevating the stress of the moment, items reportedly thrown at the kids, skates, according to the sheriff.
It was a pair of skates that was thrown at the children.
A family friend says Owens was going to retrieve an iPad left behind by one of the kids.
The mother went to get the iPad, and you shoot her? Who does that?
She wants investigators to act.
Charge her. You know who did it. Charge her.
All right, here we go again. Here we go again. She said, I was going to get an iPad that my children left behind. Common sense again. If the aggressor has the iPad and she just threw skates at your children, that should let you know something. She'll probably get physical with you or try to hurt you. Now you're going into her property. You got to think logical. Let me call the cops. Let me file a stolen report because she has my child's iPad. Oh, you don't want to give me that iPad? That's fine. We'll go to small claims court. You know, this is what I'm talking about, guys. All this tough talking, all this, I want to be tough and I want to be Superman or Superwoman. And look what it's doing to the community. It's killing people. It's killing people. This woman put herself in a situation to where she got murdered. For what? Over an iPad? You know how much an iPad is? I don't know what size it was, but let's say it was the mini iPad. You lost your life over a $500 device when you could have just called the damn cops. All you had to do, call the cops. You had no business going over there in that woman's property. You had your children safe, and your children would say, oh my God, I didn't get my iPad, Mom. Don't worry about it. We will call the cops. I will call 911. they will go over there and get your iPad for you because apparently this woman is not stable. But now when you cross the lines and you bang, 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 excuse me, let me do the real high sounds. Yeah, you doing all that, guess what? You have messed around and put yourself in harm's way. Because now, yes, right, Roger. Now you consider trespassing. Now this woman says she feared for her life, and now she shot through the door out of fear. This is the same case that we're looking at right now that's going on in Missouri, where everybody said the white man was racist. He killed that black boy for knocking on the door. No, it's 10 o'clock at night. You don't knock on people's doors at 10 o'clock at night. I don't care if you did got the wrong house looking for your brother. 10 o'clock at night, you don't be knocking on no doors like you the police. Especially the man that told you, or you know what I'm saying, you don't know how people react to certain things. That's why you gotta be smart, bro. You gotta be smart. For real, for real. You have to use common sense. Now, this old man, he's in jail at 80 years old, and you got his grandson, throwing him under the bus. And we did this story too, calling the man a racist. Oh, he a racist. Yeah, he never liked black people. How is your daddy a racist and you look like you have black yourself? Your granddaddy. You so look like me, you're not. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, he's lucky to be alive. He's lucky to be alive. But they're going to charge grandpa for everything under the sun. But we're not finished. We're going to really dig deep dive because I want people to understand the real realization and craziness this is. Let's continue.
I wish our shooter would have called us instead of taking actions into her own hands.
The sheriff adding they have more investigative work to do.
And what we have to rule out is whether the deadly force was justified or not before we can even make the arrest.
Also at the briefing, local community leaders asking for patience.
We'd like to get to the crux of the matter as to what happened. We'd like to calm all emotions that are running through the community and let law enforcement and our legal system play it out.
All right, y'all, let me tell you why they're saying this. He said, I wish the lady would have waited for us to handle it, but now we got to do our investigation to see if it's justified. He's basically telling them through all the red tape that, listen, because of the Florida Stand Your Ground law, she is at liberty to shoot that gun to protect herself because that's what the Stand Your Ground law is. Anytime someone comes through or knock on your door, whatever, and you feel like you are out of fear for your life, they can shoot you. So now they got to look at the dynamics of what kind of knock was this lady was, what was she saying during the knock. They got to investigate all that mess before they make an arrest. And if any inkling of what she did, if those kids say mom was the aggressor, mom did this, or mom did that in an aggressive way, guess what's going to happen? The case is going to get dismissed. That's why they're saying this as like they're saying, because they already know what the deal is. This lady probably done researched and knew her laws, knew her rights, and that's why she went and did what she did and shot that weapon. Why I try to tell y'all, man, you got to use common sense. Got to use common sense. Real talk, man. It's sad. Like, I'm not saying that, I'm cool with this lady losing her life, because no mother should lose her life. Nobody should lose their life. Mother, no father, no sister, brother, anybody, whatever title you are in life, you shouldn't lose your life. But you also got to look at the dynamics of it. Now they try to say the white lady should have called the cops. Well, the black lady is the one that everybody's saying that was being bullied by the white lady. Why didn't the black lady call the cops? Why can't we say that? Or why can't we make it where both of them should have called the cops? Why about that? Both of them should have called the cops. But in other words, the black lady on her end, because she said that this lady was bullying her kids, that's what her family is saying, she should have called the cops. When she got those children to safety, she should have picked up her cell phone and say, listen, this lady has threw the wet things at my kids while they were minding their own business or whatever was going on with this situation. She's also taking their iPad. I want someone out here now to talk to this lady and retrieve our iPad back, or either that, tell me what I need to do to charge this lady with theft. That's that. That's all you had to do. Now, if she would have acted fool with the officer, then we would be having a different report. But that just goes to show you how people don't use common sense. And then when it's a white and black situation, we want to spin it as racism as usual. You know how we do. Oh my God. Oh, it's racist. Oh, racist. Everything's not racist. A lot of times it's just people not using common damn sense. It's just what it is.
And the sheriff says he wants to assemble specialists who deal with juvenile victims. He wants to make sure that before they do any detailed questioning, that those children are put at ease. Reporting live in Marion County, Dave McDaniel, West 2 News.
They can't even do any detailed questioning because of the children's state of mind. It's even worse. Now, let's talk about the activists who run around here upset. Y'all know what it is. Oh, you know they out. They ready to go. Here we go.
Dozens of people marched into the Ocala courthouse today demanding that a woman who shot and killed her neighbor face criminal charges. It's a local case that is now gaining national attention.
Investigators say 35-year-old Ajike Owens was confronting the neighbor for throwing something at her children and calling them racial slurs. West 2's Michelle Meredith has reaction and the latest on where the investigation stands right now.
No justice, no peace. The protesters started in the square in downtown Ocala, then marched right into the courthouse, up to the state attorney's office. Bill Gladson came out, talked to the protesters, told him his side of the story, that they're looking at all the evidence. The protesters told their side of the story, and at times it got heated.
All right, protesters, I got something to tell you. You cannot make nobody do their job any faster. I'm going to tell that to you right now. You cannot let nobody do their job any faster. The people that told you, they got to look at everything. I understand that the woman said some racial stuff to her, but we say racial stuff to each other every damn day. I mean, look at the songs we be listening to. Calling ourselves nigga this, nigga that. We do. So I don't want to hear that no more. That's out the window. I can say this. I can also say that if this lady was the aggressor, it's going to be an issue. Real talk. It's going to be an issue. Because if she was the aggressor, it's going to be an issue. I am serious. Because now all that marching and all that stuff they're doing, it's going to be a wrap. Roger said, F those protesters and their selective outrage. Y'all, hold on for 1 second. All right. I mean, and he right. The selective outrage. Because see, I'm finna put y'all, I'm finna do the same thing my boy AK Nation did last night, and I'm gonna do it on my channel too. I'm finna show y'all what they should be raising about in Florida. And this ain't it. Because that poor white lady, let me tell you something. I'll go play devil's advocate here. Let's say she is this racial white lady that's just filled with rage and don't like nobody that's dark skinned at all. Okay? Now I'll go play devil's advocate. Let's say she's that type of person. I promise you, she is not the cause of what's going on in black culture right now. She is not the one that's causing all this mayhem. Sorry. You cannot like what I got to say. You might not never want to look at my show again. I don't give two whatever. I'm just being 100 about it. I'm quite sure she's not the problem. But let's hear these protesters say what they have to say for the sake of argument.
There's evidence that's being gathered. There are things that are being looked at. There are warrants that are being executed.
She's supposed to be in jail.
So it's important to wait for the evidence to come back.
We understand that process, sir, but why isn't she in jail? Why this process? Because if it was us, you would be in jail.
That's a lie. Here we go again with that. If it was us, y'all stop. Black folks, stop that shit. Stop it. Y'all see what's been going on recently? You know how many black folks have been getting second chances? If you look at these liberal cities, what happened to the black dude that killed the white, that beat the brakes off his white girlfriend? We made a report about that in New York. The dude got a chance to go back out on the streets after she pressed charges and then turned around and killed her. Not only that happened in New York, we done made several stories about that. That happened in Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas. So I want to quit this mess. Quit it. Hell, we got one right now that murdered a kid that we're going to report on tonight. That's on the run. That's a black dude that got off a house arrest before the trial started. So don't give me this BS about this process. We all be in jail. That's starting to wear thin. Black folk, we got to come with other better excuses because those excuses ain't working no more. It's not. It's not working anymore. People are laughing at these excuses. This is why a lot of white Americans don't want to deal with us. I'm going to be 100 about it. That's why they don't want to deal with us, because they get sick of that shit. They don't want to hear no excuses. All this selective outrage, all this stuff we got going on here, over what? Like I said, it's always got to be a white person to get all this protesting going. I will, Roger. It's always a white person. It always got to take a white person to get black folks to get energetic and want to make a difference to do all this protesting. But buddy, if it's a black on black crime that we've been seeing lately, man, you won't hear a pin drop. You see people crying and hugging on each other. Girls with half dressed, with their behinds out, and all this stuff, just crying, talking about we just want justice. And then next thing you know, they're making T-shirts about rest in peace, but they ain't talking about how to create the peace. Man, stop! I tell you, man, they full of it, bro. They full of it.
Ajike Owens was 35 years old. The mother of 4 was shot to death by her neighbor Friday night. Investigators say it started with an ongoing dispute between Owens' children and the neighbor. At some point, the neighbor, who is white, is accused of taking the children's iPad and throwing a skate at them. Investigators say when Owens went to the neighbor's house to find out what was going on, the neighbor shot Owens right through the front door. Witnesses say that AJ was shot through that door, was able to stumble her way under this tree, and then collapsed somewhere near this memorial. Does the stand your law apply? Did the neighbor feel like her life was in danger? Neighbors we talked to who do not want to be identified have completely different views.
The neighborhood.
Say it again, Roger. That's right. Democrats are waking up a sleepy giant. Black conservative numbers are getting bigger and bigger. And it is. Because good, decent black Americans like myself that work hard, try to provide for their family, they're tired of the ignorance. We're tired of it. Use common sense, please. You know, listen, man, when you get older, when you start hitting a point of where you start getting, I would say about 38 and over, as a black American who's working hard, who's putting in the work to provide for your family, to create a legacy or to create something magical in the little bit of time you got left. Because when you hit those numbers, you only got 30 to 40 years left to enjoy it because you already done, always halfway there. You start to think about things differently. You start to look at life differently. Like when I showed y'all, not to get off subject, the new home that me and my wife was able to acquire. It felt good because it was different. It was something we've always wanted. But it also gave me a fire to make me want to grind. People don't understand, bro. When you start seeing the way you change your life, the way you change your habits, and the people you start dealing with that got common sense, you start looking at life different. There's a lot of black Americans I deal with every day that, they have very conservative values, but they don't see it that way because they've been programmed for so long to be, liberal minded. But if you look at how hard they work, how hard they strive to be good at what they do, how they take care of their family, how they try to do the right thing, that's conservative values. You're standing on something. Unfortunately, in this case here, this woman's name is going to be made out of a mockery. She's going to be made out of a marketing tool to stir up more BS because no one is not taking the time to see how did we arrive here. Yes, even if this woman was racist, because I know that's what everybody going to say, she was racist, man. Okay, so even if she was racist, that should have gave you more restraint to go over there. Especially you being a woman, single woman with 4 kids. You should have called the cops. Call the cops. And let them deal with it. Let the cops in the neighborhood of public opinion deal with it. You know what's cool about public opinion? I know a lot of people say I don't give a damn about what the public thinks of me. Not necessarily. Because see, if everybody's on key of trying to do the right thing, and you're one of those people that you're not going to try to do the right thing, sooner or later, the pressure of having people around you that is opposite of what you stand for, you're going to do one or two things. You're going to get in line and do it the way you're supposed to do it, or you're going to find a way to get out of that situation so you can do what the hell you want to do. There's no in between. And that's exactly what everybody should have done in this neighborhood if this woman allegedly was as racist as they saying she was. But nobody didn't do that. And now we got a life lost. And they thought it was bad. Now it's about to get worse. Because I wouldn't be surprised if she messed around and be the next, what they call that? George Zimmerman? Oh, Lord. Don't be George Zimmerman. Wokies hate that joker, boy. She might be the next white George Zimmerman on this one. Let's continue.
Who lives on the opposite side of the shooter heard the banging so loud that it alarmed her.
This was not self-defense. This was just straight out murder.
It's now all up to the state attorney to decide. In Marion County, Michelle Meredith, West 2 News.
Hey, man, you see how that joker walked away? That joker walked away like, man, I don't give two damns about these folks. I said what I said, and I stand on it, and I'm out. Shout out to the district attorney, man. I'm sorry you had to deal with this ignorance this week, but this is what you got. This is what you get when you're dealing with Blackistan. Now, we got to talk about Benjamin Crump. Oh, ho, ho. Benjamin. Oh, oh, guys, when I see Benjamin Crump, I just, he makes my skin crawl, bro, because I know what he is. It's like that pest. He's a pest. He's a straight pest. Like, you're like, oh, when you see him, you're like, oh, God, no, not you. Get away. You ever go to somebody's house and they tell you that, hey, man, I just want to warn you right now, I got a little roach problem. And you think it maybe one or two you might see that go around sporadically, but then you're just sitting down there chilling like we're just having a conversation right now, maybe playing cards, having a nice drink, and all of a sudden you see that little bunch of roaches just rolling up over your fingers or just all over the place. You're like, oh no, that's Benjamin Crump. He's that roach, just getting the crumbs, just trying to find every crumb he can. He worse than a squirrel in the middle of fucking springtime looking for nuts. I'm being serious. I mean, this is Benjamin Crump. This is how he operates. So I'm going to show you when you get Crump and Joy. You get what? You get Joy Nuts. Joy Nuts. It's their new nickname, Joy Nuts. Oh, so bad, man. I'm so bad. Listen, I gotta skip over this whatever this thing called, this ads, because my YouTube premium went out, but I have it back up tomorrow. And then after we go over these ads, we're gonna talk about him. Oh my God, this guy, man. Death of my own heart, man. Psych, and he's not. All right, let's jump into it.
Around 9 p.m., Ajike Owens, a mother of 4, was shot and killed by an unidentified woman in Ocala, Florida. According to civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is now representing the Owens family, AJ's children, who are 3 to 12 years old, were playing in a field next to an apartment complex when a 58-year-old white woman allegedly began yelling at them to get off her land and calling them racial slurs. According to Crump's statement, the children left, but accidentally left behind an iPad, which the woman took. When one of the kids tried to retrieve it, the woman threw it, hitting the boy and cracking the screen. Ms. Owens walked across the street to speak to the woman, but Crump's office says when she knocked on the door.
I know we're in the middle of this, but I got to give a shout out to my boy Roger. Roger's keep it 3,000, bro. Roger said, before the funeral happens, Crump is on the next flight. You're right. He on the next flight. Crump on the next flight. Only thing Crump gonna do is wait till he gonna get you he gonna have the protesters fired up. He already, oh my God, wait till you hear him on this clip here. He gonna make y'all want to slap the hell out of him. Oh my God, I gotta wait till I fast forward that clip. I'm not gonna play all of this, but this is my favorite part when he's full of BS.
The neighbor allegedly shot her through the closed front door. The bullet hole is shown here in photos provided by Crump's law firm. Owens was shot and later pronounced dead at the hospital. The shooter responsible has not yet been identified, arrested, or charged. The family held an emotional news conference today to demand answers and, importantly, an arrest. The Marion County Sheriff's Office also held a press conference today. They did not confirm or deny Trump's account, but they did say they know who the shooter is. There had apparently been an ongoing feud between the shooter and Owens about her children. The sheriff also shared that when Owens came...
Uh-oh, they didn't tell us that part. They didn't tell us that part. You hear what I'm saying? All of a sudden she racist, but they didn't tell us about them kids, them badass baby kids. Excuse my expression. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to do that. My son laughing at me right now. You know what I'm talking about. Them kids just tearing up everything. You got new flowers out there. They kicking over the flowers. They messing up the yard. You done cut the grass. They digging it all in the holes in the grass. She got 4 kids. She's 35 years old. The youngest one 3. Where the daddy's at? Cause she's single. I guarantee you they're multiple daddies. Yeah, I'm going on in on her. Because you done messed up. You got Joyless Reed telling your story. You up here got these bad behind kids, ain't got no discipline, don't know how to keep them under control, no father in the home, and this is why that damn neighbor done snapped on your behind. See, I knew it was more to the story. Always is. 2-year feud, guys. 2 years feud. Roger said that white lady patience expired. Yeah, it did. You know it did. A woman coming out here and seeing all this mess. Every time she turn around, she come to her house. Oh my God. My flowers again? Again. I just planted them. Or she put her little lights and stuff out there in the yard and stuff. They say, you know, oh my God. They done kick my lights over again? It's freaking 8 o'clock at night. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? That lady got tired of that mess. Got tired of them black stands. Y'all say everybody else. Daryl 902. You right, Daryl. Shout out to Daryl, man, on Rumble. Daryl, you right, bro. It ain't even worth a story. I don't even know why we're talking about this, but this just goes to show you how crazy the world has gotten. You know, I remember back in the day, bro, when I was growing up, there was a lot of people that was mean. Okay, there was a white dude that lived across the street from me that was pretty mean. But my daddy told me when we played outside, don't you go on that man property. And we knew not to go on that man property. Because we wasn't scared of him, we were scared of our daddy. Hell, my daddy put so much fear in us that he had him afraid. Hell, he would go and he would be like, you know what? If y'all jump on my property again or do this, or I catch y'all doing that, I'm going to handle y'all. I'm going to get your daddy to handle you. And that's how it's supposed to be back in the day. But now you can't talk to nobody children no more. Because now when you talk to these children, now everybody want to swear out that you're being mean to the kids, this, that, and the third. But man, woo, a feud. This was a feud, man. This was a feud. Off once. All right, so let's get back to the story here. We get to the nitty gritties here.
To the shooter's door, there was a heated exchange before Owens was shot through the door. At least 2 of the children may have witnessed the shooting.
Oh, see what Joy Reid just did? She just told the whole case. She just helped that white lady case, man. She said it was a heated exchange. I guarantee you this black lady threatening a white woman as they done had all this beef going on for 2 years. I tell you what, you threw those skates to my kids, I should go out here and beat your behind. Oh, excuse me, beat your ass. And I know what that white lady said. Oh, okay, you want to do what? Oh, all right. I got you. I got you. Don't you worry. I got something called hollow and points that will make a point today. Can't be doing that, man. This is what I was saying. If it was that serious and she took your child's iPad, call the cops. No, you want to prove your point. You was at your wits' end because you probably couldn't control your badass kids. See what I'm talking about, man? That's why I love doing this research with you guys, because it always points out to to the same denominator. BS. BS. They'll send the iPad in there the kids to read. No trespassing over here on, on Rumble. You're right. It didn't help them read it, bro. That's why we got this problem now. They don't want them kids. Them kids don't want to read. Them kids say, fuck that damn read. Yeah, I know. I am. I'm cutting it down a little bit. I just had to say that part. Y'all know how it is. Them kids be like, F that damn read. Oh, man. All right, let's continue. Let's continue with this crazy story.
Joining me now in their first interview is Pamela Diaz, the mother of A.J. Owens, A.J.'s son, Isaac Williams, and Ben Crump, the attorney representing the family. Thank you all for being here, and I am so sorry for your loss. I've been sick about this all day, to be honest.
Y'all, shout out to Benji Crump. Let's replay Benji. Look at Benji. Benji do interviews in the truck, in the car now, baby. He don't come to you. He don't come to the news broadcast station no more. He does his in the car. He ain't in the office. Usually, when Benjamin was first starting all this mess, he be right beside the family, sitting down, hold their hand. We gonna get justice. Now he in the limo. You know why he in the limo, guys? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Benjamin know that this right here is not is not the ambulance chasing that he wanted. He just put himself in there and he like, Lord. There was an argument, 2-year feud. Oh Lord, stand your ground law. Well, let me go and play the part, guys. I'm gonna try to do this with the bare minimum. Now, when it gets hot, now if it start popping off like George Floyd, you'll see him with the family. He gonna hold the family hand, baby. But right now, he ain't hold the family hand. They ain't made it there yet. They ain't made it there yet. They ain't did enough suffering. Not in his eyes. You can't make this up.
A.J. Owens, A.J.'s son, Isaac Williams, and Ben Crump, the attorney representing the family. Thank you all for being here, and I am so sorry for your loss. I've been sick about this all day, to be honest, since I heard about it this morning. So I'm so sorry for your loss, but I want to just make sure that I got all of those details correct, Ms. Diaz. Is there anything you want to correct about the way that I told the story?
Thank you, Joy, for the opportunity to speak with you. I would like to say that, yes, there was an iPad left behind. My grandson, the daughter of Ajike, did go back to retrieve it. The woman, Susan, did have it. The white woman, Susan, had it, would not give it back to my...
Now, she dropping names. Her name is Susan. She dropping a woman's name. Oh, Lord. She thinking that Benjamin gonna give her those dollars. You know what? Benjamin might give her something, though. She might get a meal off this. She might get a meal from Florida. She didn't get a whole lot, though. Because Florida real conservative, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might get a meal. You might get, you know what? You might get 5. I give you that. You might get 5 meals. But you better watch how you dropping Susan's name. Because Susan might turn around and sue you for the other 2.5. Dropping that name was Susan. Roger, we going in tonight, Roger. Roger said, white lady wanted her reparation for past destruction. Oh, Lord. Well, Roger, she went the scenic route to do it, bro. She went, oh, Lord. Ooh, shoot, man, it's crazy. Ooh, Lord, it's crazy.
My grandson. An item was thrown at him. He went home to tell his mother, as any normal child would do.
Yep.
As a parent of any child hearing such news would go to the adult home to ask what happened. She simply knocked on the door. The woman shot her through the closed door with her son, 9 years old, standing next to her.
Let me ask you about the...
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Go on.
My daughter did, as I said, any parent would do.
All right, so we heard that part. I want to get to Benjamin. I want to hear about Benjamin. I want to get to Benjamin part, so I'll go fast forward here. Here we go. We got to get Benji. Let me get Benji on the line right here. This is the Benji part I want to hear.
Bells of neighbors for, issues regarding our kids. That seems like the most normal thing that a mom would do. If there's ever a problem, our kids would come and get me or their dad, and we would go and talk to the neighbor. That is the normal way the world is supposed to work. But now in Florida, you have stand your ground. And I can't imagine kids could trick or treat in Florida now because it's too terrifying, because there are people who would shoot anybody that they see coming at their door or on their driveway.
Lady, quit that. See that what I'm talking about? You see that virtual signaling? They say you can't trick or treat in Florida. That's not how it works, honey. Everybody know in trick or treating within hours, their parents is with them. They're knocking on doors, and that's not saying people have their door open, so they're expecting trick or treaters. They're even got a sign that says candy here, or I'm not doing candy. So don't give me that, lady. Nobody's scared in Florida. Again. 2 years. Back and forth beef. That's all I gotta say. Don't make me start playing Biggie in this joint. What's beef? Yeah, he got a cameraman and a chauffeur. You right, Daryl. Shout out Daryl on Rumble. He do. My boy got it all over there, boy. Y'all ain't know. Shoot, y'all better. I told you, Crump be working overtime, baby. Crump don't be playing with these fools.
How is it possible, though, that with the door closed, this woman can have access to the stand your ground law? How can you say you're standing your ground when there's a closed door between you and the woman, the mom, standing outside your door with a 9-year-old child?
I've been getting paid over $1,000 a week in passive income.
All right, y'all, hold on for a second. I gotta get this fool off here.
Read, it is asinine when they try to justify this unjustifiable killing of this mother of 4 who was killed in front of her children. I mean, it is heartbreaking on every level. And the fact that they have not arrested this killer is appalling. We know, Attorney Thomas and I talked about, if the roles were reversed, there is no way they could tell us they would not have arrested a black woman from shooting a white woman through her door.
That is a lie. Survey says that's a lie. Why is it lie, Joel? Because we done seen so many cases where black folks have shot white folks in these other cities. And what has happened? Y'all guessed it. They get to go home on their own recognizance. Come on, this is these acts that y'all signed for. So don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Now I have to say, I give him this. There may be 3% of America right now in certain cities that it is so racist that if you do anything like that, it's all against you. That's a 3% chance in one of these very small, hiccup, out of touch towns. How many of those are left? Again, 3%. So, with that being said, all these other areas that's going woke, like Roger said, liberal DAs, liberal judges, liberal mayors, liberal criminal reform programs. I don't want to hear that. Quit lying, bro. Quit lying. Exactly, Daryl. In the normal world, you would tell a parent to keep their kids off yard once. Exactly. And then you start recording and you start getting the police involved. And if the parent want to act up, you do what that lady did. She gave her a cooler. Again, I ain't promoting violence, and I'm not celebrating the loss of life of this mother. But we got to use common sense, guys. Come on now. There's got to be accountability of common sense somewhere.
She could have called 911. She could have did 100 other things, Joy Reid, than to use deadly force. And it is unacceptable. And we can't.
All right, now he said she should have called 911. What about the mama that knocking on that door? Why did she call 911? And here's another thing. Even if she would have called 911, y'all still would have spit it that she racist. So she was damned if she do, damned if she don't. Look at that little kid. That little joker look like he'd like to get into some stuff. Now you don't see the mama got lit up, and he probably gonna continue to be fooled. Then again, it could be the face of, I know I fucked up and I should have listened to my mama, should have listened to people more often. And that might be what that face really means. I don't know, but I know this. I know that this woman put herself in a situation that she didn't have to put herself in, and she would have used common sense. Yeah, I know everybody mad at the white lady, but it ain't the white lady's fault either. It takes two to get to this point.
Send this message that it is okay in America to shoot black people for ringing doorbells like Ralph Yah in Kansas City, or now like Ajike Owens in Ocala, Florida.
They had to say about that boy in Kansas City. Okay, again, that kid, it's 10 o'clock at night, got knocked on the wrong door. And he knocked on the door of an 80-year-old man. An 80-year-old man. I want you to think about an 80-year-old, bro. An 80-year-old is very easy to scare, okay? Most 80-year-olds I know, bones are starting to be brittle. I mean, their movement is a little off. They're not in the best of shape. So if you hear someone knocking on your door like the feds, and you're 80 years old, and you know you and heard all these people trying to break in, do this and do that, what are you gonna do? You gonna do like anybody else would do? I don't know, man. Maybe I see things different. I know what it is. It's because people gonna say I'm a coon. They're gonna say that I acting like a white man. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that.
The wrong message, America.
Ms. Diaz, tell me about your daughter. Tell me what she was like.
My daughter was an amazing mom. She lived for her children. She was active. She was a cheer mom. She was a football mom. She sent her children, she made sacrifices so that they could attend private school.
Damn, she had them in private school. So if they was in private school, you did all this sacrifice to give them the best and keep them from Blackistan, then why in the hell did you make a Blackistan decision? And here's another thing. Yeah, why you a single mama? I know why she's a single mama, Roger. Because she one of them chicks that she gotta have all control, bro. She a modern woman. She don't wanna dance by them. She don't want to dance by no man's music. She do her thing, you know what I mean? So there you have it. I'll tell you why she's single. Women like that, they got a lot of problems, bro. Every time you turn around, they're overachievers. They don't want to listen to what a man's opinion. They actually think they are a man. They can't put their third leg up, the little one that they have. So that's why they wind up being alone and making decisions like that. I mean, that's crazy. Emotions over common sense.
She was a manager in the hospitality industry, the restaurant industry.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even know how she did it. She is an amazing testament to all mothers in this world.
You don't know how she did it. She had no other choice, Mom. Her market value went down tremendously. She had kids 3 through 14. Yeah, 3 through 14. Not to mention probably different fathers. She didn't want to listen to what a man has to say because she felt like she didn't need no man. Because I could tell by her vibe, and she got that from you. Are you married? 'Cause I don't see no man with you. I rest my case. If the apple don't fall far from the tree, bro. All right, enough of that. All right, them son husbands tearing up stuff. I want my son husband to come here. You don't talk about my son husband. All right, guys. Let's dive in. Okay, my favorite. Shout out to my dog that originated this and made it real for all of us, and that's got to be AK Nation, man. And we gotta visit the gun memorial because nobody. Nobody talks about the gun memorial. Whew. Let's talk about the gun memorial. The National Gun Memorial. Today, we are going to go into the Florida area because they told me that this is what we got to be afraid of. Let's go into Florida. Bam. Look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there. Fatal shooting in Florida. Now, they told me, I'm going to what they told me. They told me that it's white folks like that white lady that's killing people. I'm going to go to the newest one. Jose. He died on my great grandmother's birthday. Apalaca, Florida. What happened to Jose? Let's play a clip of what happened to Jose. Because I want to make it known. All right, hold on. All right, I'm finna show y'all this story right quick. This is what happened to this guy. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had it. I had it right. Hold on.
A man has died and his girlfriend is now fighting for her life after a gunman opened fire on their Lyft ride in Opelika. Her 6-year-old son witnessing the horrific shooting. Tonight, the shooter or shooters are still out there. An award is now being offered to help crack the case. So our Chris Hush is following this for us live. Chris, a reward we're talking here to bring this person to justice.
Absolutely. Crime Stoppers offering that reward of up to $5,000 to help police make an arrest in this case here. Tonight, the 6-year-old's mother is fighting for her life here at Ryder Trauma Center in Miami as police try to figure out a motive. Relatives of the victims in disbelief over the drive-by shooting that claimed the life of Jose Luis Lucho this morning and left his girlfriend Antoinette Gardner in being dropped off at a home in the 2000 block of Lincoln Avenue just after 1 o'clock this morning when the bullets started flying. 6-year-old Julius witnessing the horror. This Lyft driver telling us, when I stopped the car, another car came from the passenger side and began shooting. A lot of shooting. It never stopped. He adds that he ducked for cover as the getaway car turned around and fired a second time. The 6-year-old boy laying on top of Lucho in the back seat. The Lyft driver even playing dead at one point, hoping the shooting would stop. Left at the scene, this SUV riddled with bullets.
Bunch of gunshots, that's all.
Some neighbors say they heard as many as 15 gunshots. Now, police trying to get to the bottom of the case. The couple was coming home from a local movie theater, but so far, it's unclear who the intended target was and why. Still so many questions left to be answered here in this case. Late today, a spokesperson from Lyft did send us a statement saying in part that they are ready to work with law enforcement, also extending their thoughts with all of the victims involved.
That what happened to that guy. And they ain't called the shooter. I mean, I'm going by what they told me now. They said that this is who we got to worry about. Let's look at Malcolm. Malcolm Jr. I mean, I'm just going by what they told me. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. Let's look at his story. What was the cause of his BS? Let's go.
The video you will see only on Local 10. A young man ambushed, robbed, and then gunned down in cold blood.
Tonight, one person is in custody. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live in North Miami Beach with the exclusive.
To put this simply, this video is really tough to watch. This man is walking. He ends up getting robbed. His hands are up, but despite that, he is shot point blank. We do want to warn our viewers, this might be tough to watch.
The video is horrifying. A man walking in North Miami Beach when he's approached by two people. It appears the two start to rob him. The person in the yellow hoodie reaches for the victim's pocket. There's a struggle, but the victim has his hands up. Moments later, one goes into the car and grabs a gun, shooting him point blank. We've stopped the video right at the shooting.
I heard
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I don't see no white person that shot this dude. I see somebody look just like me and just like him in the video. Why is Benjamin Crump not chasing that? Why is it Lee Merritt on the first flight to North Miami riling up the troops saying, let's change the world, like he's the next Malcolm X, or got a sense of Louis Farrakhan, Million Man March syndrome? Joy Reid, why aren't you going crazy, crying and emotional, and got MSNBC all out in North Miami demanding violence to stop? Whoopi from The View, yeah, you. Why aren't you asking for that young man's family to be on your show so y'all can stop the violence that's going on in the streets of Miami? Hell, why aren't y'all sitting down and having a cup of coffee with Ron DeSantis and finding out what else y'all can do to crack more heavy on this crime that's going on in Miami? Oh, I forgot. Just like Roger says, there's no money and propaganda in it. It's another day in the hood for y'all. See, if black folks kill black folks, no money. But if it's a white person killing a black person, oh my God. Let's go. Let's try to pull out every racist thing we ever known about this white person. Let's continue with this BS.
10 gunshots around there, like 10, 11. And I come outside around the fence right here. And I look outside and I see the guy shot on the ground.
This man, too scared to show his face, says he hears gunfire frequently in the area, but nothing like this. Family identified the victim as 22-year-old Malcolm Johnson Jr. Police have not officially identified him.
I was just sad. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, you know what I mean? It was even sadder when the family came.
The shooting happened just after 1 in the morning Tuesday at the intersection of Northwest 171st Street and 3rd Avenue in North Miami Beach. It happened in this industrial area outside of several mechanic shops. One of the cars parked nearby was hit. It's clear the gun used was not a handgun. Police collected surveillance footage from nearby businesses, and family says the victim kept to himself and was from the Pompano Beach area. They want the suspects caught right away.
Benjamin, why don't you use your resources to help the people get justice for their family? Because again, it's no money in it. No money in it. Rest in peace to Malcolm Johnson, man. Let's go to another random. I mean, that's what I'm told. I told that it white people shooting up the black folks. So I got to make sure that I investigate this thoroughly. Look at that. Florida Walmart employee shoots, kill customer trying to break up a fight. Oh, Lord. Let's see how this goes. All right. And off-duty Walmart employees accused of killing a Good Samaritan. Tyrone is turning 22. Legend went to. Look at that. A male customer who witnessed the fight came to the woman's aid, but Sterling pulled out a gun and shot the man several times in the chest. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Do he look like he white to y'all? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all who he is. How he look. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this. Do he look like he white to y'all? Maybe he's got a heavy tan. You know, this is Tyrone Sterling. I mean, Tyrone look like he's every bit of black to me. I'm just trying to figure out where the white people killing all the black folks at. Maybe we in the wrong state. Maybe then they did this when they did this interview. They confused Florida with the wrong state. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, guys. My dogs are barking. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they are feeling themselves tonight. I don't know. Especially my girl Pitt. I think she's feeling it tonight. My man says neck tack's already a bad sign. No, man, them Wokians, they love them. The Wokian women love them neck tacks. That's a sign of war wounds, man. He's a warrior. He's a veteran in these streets, baby. You didn't know that? That's a requirement, bro, in Blackistan. Women love them men with them neck tattoos, boy. Neck tattoos is a symbol of a warrior. He's a warrior. Oh my God, this dude got the same name my cousin got. Gary Jackson. What's going on with Gary? Oh, hell, Gary the same age I am, too. Oh, Lord. What happened to Gary? This is Jacksonville. This happened in May 2nd. He was found shot dead. Oh, Gary. I remember now. All right, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I had to turn the camera off for 1 second. All right, give me one moment. Oh, wait a minute. I might have found the gym, guys. I might have found the gym. They may prove us wrong. There may be some white folks out here that's stalking black people. All right, hold on, guys. Y'all gonna like this. I got the camera cut off. Hold on, guys. Let's go to this. All right, hold on, guys. What happened to Gary? I'm back now. Let's show what happened to Gary.
New this evening, we have now learned the name of the man who was found shot to death behind a dumpster in downtown Jacksonville.
First Coast News sources confirm the man is 39-year-old Gary Jackson, and police have arrested 3 young men in connection with this case. One of them is facing a murder charge. Tonight, Destiny McKeever is on your side, joining.
Oh, man. Well, there was 2 glacier gliders and 1 amigo. Yeah, Roger, drug deal going bad. But remember now, they are racist, bro. Like, they killed the black man, bro. Like, they're racist. But remember now, also too, they said that when white folks kill black folks these days, there's no justice. Well, it looked like they got them real quick, didn't it? Let's continue with this BS.
Us in the newsroom with more information. Destiny, you spoke to some people who remember Jackson fondly.
That's right. I did speak with people who live and work in downtown Jacksonville who say Gary Jackson would spend lots of time in the area where he would later be killed. I did speak with one woman who says he was like a brother to her. A massive police presence Wednesday in St. Johns County now connected to the Jacksonville homicide. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office released mugshots for these 3 men yesterday, saying they committed the crime. Ryan Nichols is charged with murder. Daniel DeGuardia and Holden Dotson face accessory after the fact charges. It's unclear right now why Jackson was killed, but his friend Valencia says he was a good person.
Everybody goes through their ups and downs, you know. He's not a bad person. He's always looking out for everybody, and He tries to help and give you the best advice he can.
And we are still working right now to learn more about what may have motivated this crime. When we learn more information, of course, we'll update firstcoastnews.com. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Destiny McKeever, First Coast News, on your side.
Hello, everybody.
So again, that just goes to show you guys that you can't make this up. Now, what I seen in this video clip was two white American people, Lacey Gladys, and one amigo, aka Mexican. But at the end of the day, like Roger said, it seemed like some illegal activity was going on, and that what happened to him. But they caught him. But remember what we was told by Joy Reid and them. Black folks get killed, and the criminals don't never get caught. They just marinate. Like the whole case just gets cold. Like we back in the 50s again. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my God, I just wish they'll quit lying. So it doesn't work that way. It really don't. It really don't work that way. And let's go back to the gun memorial. I mean, and shout out to my boy Roger. It should be a requirement for everybody to go to the gun memorial. Look at this. Nothing but black Americans getting killed in Florida by other black Americans. We can go through this all day. And it's sad. Like in April, Jamal Kareem Watson, 38. Deadly Easter shooting stemmed from an argument between teen and Lamborghini driver. Look at it. A teen and Lamborghini driver. You already know how that went down. Oh, let's see what happened with Layla Danielle. She look like she might be mixed. Florida police hunt killer of 3 teens shot in the head. Yeah, that was that black dude that did that. Yeah, that was crazy. I remember that too. Oh, Mike Lasky. My boy was talking about that last night. He was killed in Broward County. Listen, anytime you see a white dude with goals, with the neck tattoo, and any tattoos above his head, above his eye, I'll tell you now, he in the hood. He raised over black folks. You understand me? He taught black folks talk. Like that brother is a light-skinned black man. You can't. And that's how they do in Florida too. Like in Florida, and a lot of them do that in certain parts of South Carolina. Got the gold fronts and stuff. That's how they rock. That's how they rock. That's how they rock. Yeah, they don't play that, man. That's how they rock all the time. Man, he put Eminem to shame. Cause see, Eminem ain't gonna rock no gold, bro. I'm telling you right now, in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, I want to say in the southern part of South Carolina, and in the southern part of North Carolina, you gonna find white dudes, especially Texas. You gonna find white dudes like this. That's how they rock. They gonna have the gold. They gonna have the chain. They gonna have the neck tattoo. They gonna have the neck underneath their eye, and they gonna be about that life. Cause they roll with nothing but brothers, nothing but Blackistan folks. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, they got a crazy baby mama for Blackistan every time. That's how they rock, man. That's how they rock. You can't sell him nothing at the time. Let's see what else we got. Marcus Reeves. GoFundMe. Burial for Marcus. We wonder how much they they did for the GoFundMe. Only wage $3,000, man. Only $3,000. All right, let me wrap this up, man. Thank you, Randall. I appreciate you, man. Randall said you spit the truth. Keep it up, brother. Hey, I tried, man. That's all we can do, right? In this time, we gotta be honest with each other. I mean, why lie? All right, let's talk about this story in text. I gotta pull it up on my phone right quick, and then we heading out because I gotta get up in the morning. We gotta wrap this thing up. You feel me? I gotta get up in the morning and everything else. Tyrese, are you ready for me? We're gonna talk about Tyrese Simmons, bro. Tyrese Simmons. Oh, why is it every time a dude named Tyrese, it's only either going one or two things. He either got a lot of problems or he always on some BS. You can't never find a Tyrese that's positive. Hold on, let's go to this one. All right, let's go on here. Woo! It's crazy. It's 6 minutes long, so this is gonna be a little nutty. So let's jump into this.
We begin with a developing story here as Dallas police search for a murder suspect who sources say cut off his ankle monitor.
I cannot allow for her death to have been in vain.
So that's Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson speaking at the 2019 funeral of Brandoniah Bennett. The 9-year-old was shot to death inside of her old East Dallas home, a crime that united a community in the fight against senseless violence. Well, now her family's hope for justice is on hold because Tyrese Simmons was supposed to go on trial for capital murder this week, but he's missing. Sources confirmed to WFAA that he cut off his ankle monitor. Simmons was 19 years old at the time of the crime, an amateur rapper who reportedly had a beef with another. Police say he was targeting his rival when he shot into the wrong apartment and hit Brandoniah instead. He's currently out on bond, and now there's a warrant for his arrest for violating those bond conditions.
The Washington Wizards.
Wow. Hey, man. Hey, Roger, handle that for me, player. You know what to do. Yeah, Roger, go and handle that. That's that same troll. You know how he is. He always come every time I talk. Oh, troll, boy, he be changing his name, boy. I tell you, the troll of the year. Shout out to the troll of the year, man. We got to get him out, though, man. Sorry, troll. You got to make another account, buddy. It's okay. You do it next time, all right? It's okay. Oh, man. Yeah, go and get a troll out of there, man. We trying to play really. Oh, man. He didn't know. Hey, Roger, he come every time. Hey, every time. He be ready, don't he? Every time we talk about anything about these type of topics, he be on it, boy. the troll of the year. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I know you love me and stuff, man, but damn, bro. Ah! He'll make another one soon, Roger. He got like 30,000 accounts on standby. He'll come in again. Hey man, I made it, bro. I made it, bro. I mean, it's just 100% I made it, bro. It's okay. I got trolls now, man. That's how you know you made it. I got trolls now. I got trolls. All right, man. We got to go out here and play we're gonna start playing exit music now. Hold on for a second. And cut this exit music down whenever we do this. All right, so what we got going on this week. So we're gonna touch base on political field. But I told you I was gonna touch base on the political field. And there's a lot of people right now that's trying to run in certain presidential race. I would say I like this. All it's gonna do is give the nomination to Trump. All these people that try to run in this field, we don't know nothing about a lot of them are rhino and the other part. So, and then all people say the same thing. We're running because we want to stop Trump from succeeding. Well, all you doing is helping succeed because all it's gonna take now is maybe 30%. And we already know who is easy to get 30%. So y'all just heard yourself to do the same. But you gonna find that field. All you doing is helping our president. What's up, man? Find that field. And shout out to all favorite bro. We love you, bro. Really do. Thank you for everything you do, bro. Help out with us. But instead, I'm gonna leave y'all with a little bit about me. I'm out for the night. Shout out to my dog Roger. I'm out, man.